Are you thinking about moving to Madison, Wisconsin anytime soon? Well, I hope so. But in the off chance you're not, let me try and convince you a little bit. Madison is a moderate-sized city that can feel like a big city at many times during the day, the week, the month, the year, but it also acts a lot like a small town. You know everybody, the local shops are great, and the environment's pretty fun. Why don't you come along with me? I'll try to explain what you should look out for when moving to Madison. A couple of good things, a couple of things to keep an eye out for, and hopefully see you around the neighborhood. One of the top reasons people do come to Madison is because of the job opportunities that exist here. We happen to benefit from the single largest employer being our university system. UW's entire statewide system is located and hubbed here in the Madison area, so it helps us out a bit. Go Badgers. But also the fact that because they're the largest, they also are cutting edge in the technologies, sciences, leading in research and development and growth. They've also influenced and attracted many people in the tech sphere to start their businesses here. We also benefit from the tech sector, local and state, and some level of federal government, and just the general run-of-the-mill farm town here too. Though they are less, they do make up a significant number for our state's GDP, and we are grateful to have all of our economic opportunities here in Madison. The second, and probably my personal favorite reason for why people do come to this area, is the neighborhood setup. We have some of the coolest areas, in my personal opinion, though a little biased, I grew up here. It offers the Madison resident and surrounding areas opportunity to see some really cool, artistically designed and eclectic style communities mixed right up against some of the more newer, brand new construction properties. What I love about the city outside of its architectural is the culture that exists here. We're a very diverse place for being a spot in the Midwest that is relatively unknown. Try to hear about us on the local weather channel. You probably won't. We'll get to that in a little bit. Madison's unique location does allow us for some pretty awesome opportunities. On the north side and the west side, you'll have almost two completely different climates in terms of cultural identity and just general makeup of their communities. What's really great is we have a highly diverse population. So you're bound to be neighbors with people of different backgrounds, faiths, religions, social class, whatever, and it's a great melting pot. We, I think, really do embody what it means to be an American in today's world and how to move forward in a progressive society. I'm off my soapbox, but I do believe that some really cool features like the west side, opportunities for walkability and family growth, being that there are more communities and more utilities available to communities or families on the west side, but the east and the north side don't lack anything either. They offer some really cool artistic communities, great for young and even emerging families if you're considering that. You're also looking at job opportunity growth there, where there's more expansiveness. And I always, when I would take people out, I would talk about how if you're looking for a home, depending on what you're looking for, I grew up on the east side of Madison. I loved the fact that I could be in a neighborhood that I was familiar with, but it's also walkable to Lake Monona. I'm like a mile from it, but I still walk there. Time to bust out those walking shoes. But if you want to go out to like Governor Dodge State Park or just in general, the Ice Age Trail here, those are within a few minute commute of your front door in most locations of the city. And they offer you a great opportunity to be outdoors as much as you possibly can. One unique feature about Madison is that we do tend to be a little bit more on the pricey side of things. While it is a great place to be and opportunities for everybody here, traditionally and statistically speaking, we do rank about 18% higher for cost of living on the national average. And in terms of property taxes, if you are a homeowner, we do rank in the top 10 most expensive states in the country. But what you're getting in return are clean streets, great public transportation opportunities, and they're growing, which is awesome because we're investing back into our community more so than just letting things deteriorate endlessly. But we're also giving you opportunities around natural elements, things like clean lakes, which is a very important faction for me to be a part of because it's the lifeblood of our community. We thrive during spring, summer, fall when we can access our bodies of water, build communities around there, and meet our neighbors out on the deck for a nice little non-alcoholic refreshment. But in winter, it also gives us opportunities to make sure that we're getting outside and also finding different places to huddle up in the bitter, bitter Wisconsin cold. Leading me to my last little cautionary tale is if you are looking to move to Madison, as I do hope you are, and I haven't cautioned you away, the winters here, they can be for those who love them. I'm very much a warm person myself, but I will say I do enjoy a good Wisconsin winter. At least southern Wisconsin, it's hit or miss if you'll get a white Christmas if you celebrate, but you will most likely get a nice white blanket at some point throughout the winter season. Temperatures do tend to dip down for a matter of a week or two into the low negative 40s, but we do thankfully come out from under our ice caps and are able to enjoy actual winter fun where the temperatures tend to range between about 20 to 25 degrees on average. But I hope that doesn't deter you away from the final reason to be here. Lifestyle and community element here in Madison are like none other. Like I said in the very beginning, we operate a lot like a small town, which is in a way where you kind of know your neighbors, you know your community, and you participate. And what's great about that is it's great for growing community. If you are looking for friends, if you're looking for activities, I can tell you on any given Tuesday, I see those community sports groups getting together out at local parks, playing volleyball, volleyball, playing ultimate frisbee, playing soccer, playing just about any sport you can imagine, there's a club for it. You want to like to game, there's gaming communities inside the game shops here. And while you can maybe find that at some local community or some other communities across the country, I will stand that we have some of the coolest and most interesting groups around. Hope to see you in the community soon. My name is Brandon. I'm a realtor in Madison, Wisconsin, and I hope to find you here.